In today's video, I will unwrap 10 mind-blowing psychological facts that make a real, no-kidding difference in your life once you know them and apply them. Stick around for the final one, as this has the most impact on a person's vitality. Counting down from 10 to 1, let's start with number 10. Number 10. The habit formation timeline averages 66 days. Obviously, the range can vary depending on the habit and you, but knowing that a habit forms on average 66 days means one key thing. Be consistent and persistent. Form a new habit by identifying the trigger and being consistent in doing better behavior with the consistent trigger. And be patient with yourself. It takes time to form a new habit. But once the better habit gets traction, your life will improve. So hang in there and be consistent and persistent to form better habits. Counting down, let's unwrap number 9. Number 9. Sarcasm tends to be part of a healthy mind. Wait, what? Yes, studies show that people who instinctively use sarcasm to tackle frivolous questions tend to have healthy minds. Perhaps it is because sarcasm involves cognitive flexibility and linguistic playfulness. Or perhaps it is because sarcasm is part of skepticism, a key to living a fact-based, rational existence. So let the sarcasm rip when you are confronted with others' silly, irrational, and unhealthy responses to keep your own sanity intact. Okay, counting down to the next one. Number 8. Social influence plays a big role in our decisions. Yes, many of us hesitate or modify our behavior because we fear disapproval from others. And because of that, we are prone to make decisions that don't work for us. Awareness is our friend. Become aware of the influences of poor past decisions and the influences that are driving your current decisions. If the decision is right for you but will trigger others' disapproval, lean into it and become stronger for it. Number 7. Pupils dilate when they see someone they love. If you want to know if she's into you, look in her eyes and see if her pupils dilate. When an individual looks at someone they love, their eye pupil can rise up to 45%. It's a physiological response associated with emotional intensity. So check out the pupils of that person you hope is into you to see how they react. Counting down. Number 6. Our minds wander often. I know you know, but the research confirms that an average person's mind wanders about 30% of the time. Since it's a common occurrence, be gentle in returning your attention to your place of intention. Daydreaming and mental drift are common occurrences. As you master the art of focus, you'll find that your attention aligns more often with your highest intention. Number 5. Chunk new knowledge into 3 or 4 objects. Wait, what? Yes, we tend to remember information broken down into chunks of 3 to 4 objects. Do you need to remember a 10-digit number, such as a phone number? Chunk it and create a story about the chunks to make it easy to remember. I have a home in Ecuador, and they require that you often give your country identification number for purchases. Well, for just about everything in that country. So I chunked the 10-digit number into 4 sets and created a story to link the numbers together. 015245 became the story about an astonished 1, get it, 01, who gathered 52 eggs to shoot with a 45. Hey, it doesn't have to make sense, just be memorable. I won't share the rest of the numbers for personal reasons, but you can see the strategy. Our minds accept chunks of information in sets of 3 or 4, and when we use emotion or a story, we more easily remember those chunks. Try it! Okay, let's continue the countdown. Number 4, self-actualization is rare. Remember Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs, with self-actualization representing the pinnacle of personal growth? If not, no worries. Just know that when Maslow studied 3,000 college students, he didn't find any who met the criteria for self-actualization. The takeaway is, we're all a work in progress. While it may seem that others have it together, we all struggle. So be kind to yourself and don't think you're the underachiever in personal growth. We all grow in unique ways and at our own pace. Okay, number 3, yawning is contagious. You see that other person yawn, so you yawn. It might mean that you're tired, but more likely, it means that you're empathetic. That's a good thing because it means we can identify with the feelings and behaviors of others. You know, we're all in this together and the yawn is the proof. Well, okay, let's not read too much into a yawn, but research confirms that a reactive yawn affirms the connection that we have. Don't hold back on that empathetic yawn, my friends. Okay, number 2 in our countdown is the word psychology, comes from the Greek word psyche, which translates to breath, spirit, or soul. Yes, psychology is the scientific exploration of mental states, behavior, and conscious-unconscious phenomena. But the Greek word psyche refers to breath, spirit, or soul. Kinda cool, isn't it? That the Greeks viewed psychology as many of us do with spirituality. Okay, let's unwrap number 1 on our countdown, and that is belief is powerful. You might have heard of the placebo effect. That means the placebo or fake treatment can offer as much relief as actual treatments. Our beliefs significantly impact our well-being. Surgeon Bruce Moseley conducted a study in which he gave half of his knee surgery patients real arthroscopies and the other half placebo surgery. Remarkably, both groups reported similar improvements in pain and function. If belief impacts our mental and emotional health so much, how do we believe the best for ourselves? First, become aware of the beliefs you hold. Do you expect to return to health or get worse? Sometimes, the awareness is enough to invite a better belief, and we easily shift. Often it takes a little more work. Can you doubt the debilitating belief enough to make room for another belief? Imagine you don't think a job interview will work out. It might not. But then again, it might. Can you at least be open to the possibility of the interview working out well for you? In my job hunting days, I found that if I saw the job interview as a pleasurable opportunity to talk about myself, hey, I'm human, and see it as a game to improve my ability to offer nimble, witty, and insightful responses to their trick questions, I thrived in the interview. Yes, they're judging you, and you have an opportunity to see it differently. In my case, changing my frame or belief changed my outcome. And it will for you, regardless of the situation. I hope you've enjoyed the countdown of these 10 psychology facts that can make a difference in your life. Thanks for joining the Change Capability Institute today.